Media and politicians let in, families locked out. Let's talk about what's going on in Yolo County. The deadly explosion in Yolo County has taken at least 7 lives that we know of. There was a press conference called this morning to provide clarity and information, though it really provided no real information and left us with more questions. Before we speak politics or press conferences, let's remember what matters the most: the families who are suffering, the families who deserve answers, and the families who have been out there since the night it happened, begging for answers and updates on their loved ones. Specifically, it's the family that has 3 brothers who were victims in this explosion who have been out there. The family of Jesus Ramos, Johnny Ramos, and Junior Melendez. They have not been treated with the respect and empathy that they deserve from those in power. For today's press conference, the media was allowed to go further than the family. And even prior to this, local politician, Yolo County Supervisor Angel Barajas, also former City of Woodland mayor and council member, was seen going past the barriers and going closer to the blast site. And why was the politician allowed to go into this crime scene and allowed closer than the families who have been waiting out there day after day to get more information? So I want to ask everyone watching, what business does Angel Barajas really have there? Whose interest is he serving? At the press conference, we heard from Esparto Fire Chief Curtis Lawrence, who's admitted he's been in touch with the volunteer firefighter Craig Cutright as a brother, making sure he and his family are okay. And we learned he is on a leave. And the Yolo County Undersheriff Coroner Matt Davis could not answer the direct question as to if Lieutenant Machado, who lived on and owned this property, was still employed with the Yolo County Sheriff's Office. He also mentioned rapid DNA testing that will be done on all 7 bodies by the Yolo County Coroner's Office, reminding us that this investigation is being run by the same Yolo County Sheriff's Office tied directly to that scene, with the high-ranking lieutenant being directly involved. That is a conflict of interest. I've dealt with the Yolo County coroner before. You cannot have real accountability when the same agency policing itself, especially when a Yolo County Sheriff's Lieutenant is involved. Even the outside investigation led by the state fire marshal is being presented as if it's totally independent. But let's not forget, the fire marshal is still a law enforcement agency. When law enforcement investigates law enforcement, the public has every right to question the process. This entire process is soaked in conflicts of interest. The people tied to this tragedy shouldn't have any hand in the investigation, period, nor their departments. The sheriff's department, including the coroner, should be nowhere near it. Local fire leadership that admits personal ties to those involved should step back. We need a real independent investigation with no ties to anyone connected to the site or to local power. All of this matters, but at the heart, this is about the families still suffering, still waiting, still being pushed out while those in power close ranks. They deserve answers and respect. Yolo County, we see what's happening, and many people have their eyes on you and are calling what they see. We need full transparency and accountability for these families.